What is up, everybody? Happy 4th of July to you all while I drink my lame Pilsner. It is hot as shit in Buffalo, New York today. And, yeah, it's like 95 degrees today. And holy cow. I know that, like, some people living maybe a little bit more south or, in other parts of the country or wherever, it's probably hotter than 95 degrees, but with the heat index, it's like 105, which is like crazy seeing as like the last month has been like a high of like 75 and like a low of like 65 at night. So anyway, I have a nice cold beverage. Why don't you guys guys and gals, grab yourself a nice cold beverage as well. And I'm doing a review extravaganza, which is multiple reviews of things that I just didn't get a chance to review before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you can see in the thumbnail, some of those, actually the majority of those that were in the thumbnail are going to be reviewed. I just, I wanted to shoot reviews of these. I never got the chance to, so I figured, you know what? Instead of just doing separate reviews, we'll do all one nice big review. And we'll talk about each one. I have some Marvel Legends here to do. I have G.I. Joes to do, and I have a NECA figure to do as well. I could probably grab a Black Series figure that I haven't reviewed. If you guys want a little bit of everything today. But, yeah. Okay, so we'll stick with Marvel Legends to start, and then we'll probably finish the night off with actually I should start off with the NECA figure. That's what I should, because it's the 4th of July, and what more appropriate than something patriotic, right? So we've got the NECA Apollo Creed Rocky 4. There's so many Rockies. Rocky 4 Apollo Creed, which is pretty awesome. It's, I still shed a tear every time I watch Rocky 4 and Apollo dies, and I'm like, why you kill Apollo? No! Why you do this? Anyway, one of my favorite Rocky characters, to be honest with you. When this figure was announced and released, I was like, come on, we're so close to getting Dylan, you son of a bitch. Anyway, but we're so close to it. He does come with 2 different heads, so if you wanted to make like a custom Dylan, you probably could. You could probably do that. Could goo that? I almost said goo that. Anyway, but happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope you are all having a great day. Thank you for joining me if you are able to, and I appreciate you spending the time with me and hanging out. So I have 2 beers here, and I'm going to sip them while I do this. Don't worry, I'm not drunk. I've been drinking water all day. But, man, that cold beer. Woo! Tastes so good. Anyway, here's Apollo Creed. I almost said Apollo Crews. I'm so used to wrestling now. Anyway, on the side it says Series 2, and this is Apollo Creed. It would be cool to get his son from the movie Creed. I believe his name is... What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't spit it out. But anyway, here's the back. And wow, we are not focusing today. There we go. That's more like it. So if you wanted to pause it and read that, you are more than welcome to. On the bottom here, I'll use my pointer so my fat hands aren't in the way. You have Apollo, you have the Rocky, and then you have 2 different versions of Dolph Lundgren, a.k.a. What the hell is his name? Oh, God, I can't remember. Drago, there we go. So there you go with that, and then on the other side it just says Apollo Creed Series 2, 40th Anniversary Rocky. This is a really well done figure. I really like what NECA did here with the packaging and everything, and let's try to focus here, camera. Come on. Zorpox, what's up, buddy? Come on, focus. Oh my God, what is up with the focusing? Anyway, all right, so I'm going to pop him open, if I can. There we go. It takes a minute for this thing to focus. But while I'm popping him open, I'll talk to you guys. It's pretty cool. If you didn't get a chance to, Craig Warwick did an unboxing of the Apocalypse Wave today. So if you guys want to check that out, you should. Really good dude. Like his reviews. And, yeah. So go check that out if you want to. Sorry for the popping and cracking in your ear. But I have 80,000 twist ties to deal with right now, so bear with me. Getting Apollo out of the packaging. And like I said, this isn't just a NECA figure review. There's going to be multiple reviews here, so we're going to be on here for a little bit. So, should be fun. Something different never hurts, and God knows I like trying to do something different as much as possible, because doing the same old, it gets pretty boring. Pretty damn boring. Also, I think Craig Warwick is going to do an unboxing / review of the Sauron Wave tomorrow, so you definitely should go check that out. Follow him on Instagram also. Alright, looking good, man. This is a good looking figure. And look at that cheese whizzing smile. Let me just get him so he can stand here. Cheese whizzing smile. His little hat on. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, bro! Woo! Look at that. Apollo looking good, man. Looking good there, Apollo. He's in a whack pose, but then he's got then we got serious face Apollo. Ooh, one night at the Apollo. But there's his head. Let me get all this packaging situation out the way. Oh boy. God knows I like to take care of my packaging in case I resell something. But anyway, there's Apollo. Hopefully, is my lighting okay, everybody? Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I know I have the AC in the back going, and I'm in the attic, so it's still, heat rises, and it's hot as shit up here. But there is Apollo. There's his extra head. And he's looking good. He is looking damn good. Let me just get his head off here so you guys can see the cheese whiz. Look at the cheese whiz. Camera's not focused? Yeah, give it a second. It'll focus. Is it focused now? I hope. Look at the cheese whiz. I love it. He's so happy. Little does he know he's going to fight to his death. There we go. Now my lighting is better. Look at the cheese whiz. You gotta love it. Actually, let me put on some more lights here. You guys can stare at that pretty little cheeser of his. Surrounded by figures and dogs and everything. Go this way, bud. Alright, good job. Alright. Coming back. Here we are. How's the focusing? No problems? Everything looks good on my end. Everything looks pretty well damn focused. Pretty damn... I don't even know what I'm talking about. But the gloves look really cool. Really well done. All this detail. Happy 4th of July, everybody, if you're just tuning in. I'm starting this extravaganza off with Apollo Crews, the NECA Apollo Crews, because it's very fitting. Why not? Andy, what's up, buddy? Happy 4th. Look at the detail on this guy. He is so cool. Little tassels on his feet. Stripes. He does have toe articulation, which is really good. I'm going to go through articulation in a minute. Look at all the lines and detail in there. The paintwork is okay. It's pretty good. Some of the line work on the back of the coat is a little suspect, but that's a nitpick. And look at all of that really nice detail. Oh, they kind of muffed or a little bit right here. I don't know what's going on right there. That's a little odd. I guess at least it's consistent on this side too. It's probably due to this stripe right here because they're trying to stripe it. It just looks a little weird because the stars are so close to that white stripe. But oh, focusing problems again. There we go. But let's pop this head off. And just so you know, he does have a very skinny, small peg, so try to be careful when putting in the new peg, or the new head, excuse me, to the peg. Hopefully I don't knock everything over here while I'm doing this. There we go. And that was quite easy, I do have to say, as opposed to other NECA figures where they are a little bit tighter in the head. And, I mean, I don't know. I like both heads equally. You got your serious face when he's like, I'm going to mess you up, Drago. I'm going to mess you up. And he can put his hat on his head, too. And that looks just as good. Where's James Brown? He should have came with James Brown. Come on. Come on, damn it. Get the licensing for James Brown, please. His gloves look really good. Man, I just love the way that this figure looks. So cool. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, I'm starting off with a NECA review. Then we're going to go to, we'll do G.I. Joe next. And then I got a whole bunch of Marvel Legends I'm going to review. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. But let's try and get his coat off here. Let's see if this isn't a hassle to get his coat off. Oh, God. This looks like a disaster. This looks like I could be off camera for a little bit. And I don't want to be off camera too long. All right, I'll just leave the coat on, but I'll bring this back so you guys can see the detail inside here. Sorry for my hands. Give it a chance to focus. There we go. Yeah, grab a beer, bud. He does have nipples. Apollo, you do have nipples. Good job. But, yeah, this figure is really awesome. As far as his articulation does go, his head can swivel full 360. I just snapped his neck and now he's dead. His head can look up about, that's almost kind of eye level. And then, so he can't really look up that much due to the sculpting of the hair there and where the neck is kind of placed. Anyway, his head can look down really well. Good job with that. And then we have the head tilt. Really good. Good. And then, do we have jive turkeys? No jive turkeys at all. Not even one jive turkey. Anyway, his arms can go up about that far on each side. And then they go down. And obviously, he'll have better range of motion if the coat is off. This coat is kind of a pain in the ass to get off. I'm not going to lie. It's really tight on the figure. And I don't know. Maybe you don't want to take it off. Maybe you do. But, I mean, good luck if you want to take the damn thing off. I would maybe suggest trying to take the gloves off. It might be a little bit easier for you to take the jacket off. I just don't want to sit here wasting everyone's time trying to take a jacket off for the next 5-10 minutes off camera. His arms can do a full 360 rotation without the jacket on. And then they can go down and back that far with the jacket on. He does have a single bend at the elbow, which isn't necessarily the best range of motion there in the elbow. So that would be nice if it was a full 90 degrees at least, or if he was able to at least, you know, bring this elbow up to touch his face, but he cannot do that. He does have a swivel at the elbow as well, and then he has a swivel at the glove, and he kind of has like almost like a pivot, so you can bring it in and out, and then up and down due to the ball peg joint in the wrist that we all know that NECA does. And then he crunches forward. He kind of crunches that far back, but that's pretty much as far back as he can go, and that's not even the jacket hindering him. So there's that. And he can pivot side to side. And he can swivel also. No way swivel. His legs are on kind of this like weird Y joint. which I don't necessarily like. What's up, Strawberry Fields? How you doing, buddy? Happy, I almost said happy July. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. There we go. Yeah. I thought it was, what's wrong with me today? I don't know. But he can do the splits about that far. He can go further, but I don't suggest doing that due to the diaper situation here going on with the trunks. You might end up splitting either the crotch piece right here where the shorts connect, or you might split these further open. So, I mean, you don't really need a huge, amazing range of motion in, you don't need him to basically be doing the splits anyway. So you don't need that range of motion with this. He's a boxer. He's not going to be doing kicks and, you know, whirlwind kicks and shit. So he does have a single bend at the knee, which is it kind of leaves you wanting more range of motion, that is. And then he does have a swivel at the knee as well. And then he can point the toe about that far, which isn't very much. Very limited movement going back and forth, or up and down, I should say, with the foot. He does kind of have an ankle pivot. It's kind of there. I think this is on a ball peg joint as well. And then he does have toe articulation right there. So kind of limited in multiple places, but at least you can get him into good boxing poses. Let's try and get him into one. This is kind of like him, he's dicking around. Hold on, let's switch the heads up so it fits better. Oh, careful. There we go, he's kind of taunting. I'll get his hat. You gotta love him. Come on, Carl Weathers. Come on, man. Dylan, you son of a bitch. How can you not love Carl Weathers? I mean, the ultimate bromance happened with him and Rocky. We all know that scene. That scene in Rocky 3. Where they're running down the beach together and then hugging in the... Oh, yeah, it's quite awkward. But they're hugging in the ocean. It is quite awkward, but still. Ultimate bromance, Rocky, Apollo Creed, come on now. But there is Apollo Creed, and I'll give you a full 360 of him. And I think no matter which head you use on him, I really like both heads. I love the cheesy smile, which is how I'm going to pose him. You gotta love it. And the only thing that I kind of really wish I could do with this figure is if this was soft goods, if NECA would have made this soft goods and I could get his arms kind of raising up while he's got this cheesy smile, and with the hat, I just want his arms raised. That's all I want in this world. So soft goods would have been great with this, but I'm still really pleased with the overall look of this. It's 4th of July. He's very happy. I'm happy. I hope all of you are happy. And yeah, so there is Apollo Crews. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else before I move on to the next figure. All right. What am I going to... Oh, so I'm going to do the G.I. Joe review next. Sip of beer. There we go. All right. And I'll give you guys one more close-up of the alternate head, if this will focus here. Actually, there we go. This might help. That's the serious face. So well done. The skin tone, the textures on the skin tone. And this is definitely the head that you could use if you wanted to do a Dylan figure for Predator. And then this way you can keep the cheesy grin with this guy and use your Dylan head for this one. So it's perfect. Okay, moving on. So definitely 2 thumbs up for this. I would highly recommend picking him up, especially if you want to do a Dylan review or a Dylan custom. Oh boy. And actually, just to show you comparisons with your Predators, I happen to have an Arnold right here. So let's bring in Arnie. Dylan, you son of a bitch. He's a little bit bigger, but still NECA. And I have seen the recipe to make Dylan, which is pretty much everyone uses this head, the serious head. And then you could use the shirtless Arnold body with the black vest. I think he's like shirtless with the black vest. You could use that and then repaint him to match the skin tone. So that could be an option for anyone out there that wants to keep it kind of NECA looking. He is a little bit taller, like I said, but he's obviously on a boxer body, so it's a totally different body. But no big deal there. But there's the size comparison I wanted to show you guys really quick. Okay. Moving on up, moving on up. Ooh, I don't want to lose that. I need that. Okay. All right, next up, where is my tape measure? There it is. All right, next up, we're going to keep it, get this out of the way. We're going to keep it 4th of July themed, and we're going to go with the G.I. Joe FSS exclusive sneak peek. Yes. Pretty cool looking. I got this a while ago, never even unboxed him. I think I did a showcase video of him months ago, of me getting him. And this is what I think of when I see sneak peek. A lot of people have kind of, taken this figure and made him a little bit more modern. Let me bring him up a little. He's a little far away for my liking. There we go. That's better. A little bit closer helps. All right, so looks really cool. I like his accessories. I think everything is pretty accurate to what he should look like in package. Outside of the packaging, actually, I don't mind. I think, what was it? The last one with Ghost Rider, it was a little bit too realistic looking. While this, I don't know, for some reason, it's probably the exact same. And I know they did always use, like, here's a vintage figure. Let me get him out of the plastic. Oh, actually, I might do another review, a G.I. Joe review after this. Because I did want to do this review a while ago. But so we'll do back-to-back G.I. Joe reviews. But here's old school packaging. And then you have, I mean, it's kind of similar. It does look, but this looks a little bit more cartoony, where this looks like an actual guy. And then it looks like someone kind of went over it with some more color and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't mind it. It's just, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. I just wish it looked a little bit more artistry. Artistry? What is wrong with me? I just wish it looked a little bit more like an artist did this. An artist rendering, I should say. But like I said, it's a nitpick. It's a personal preference thing. Anyway, let's get him turned around and we'll take a look at Sneak Peek's back card. You can pause that and read it if you want. Or always go back and watch this, as it will be uploaded right away. And there is the rest of the file card. And this was released, I believe, in wave, what was it? I think 6.0? Was it 8? 8.0? Exclusive 5? I don't know. I think it's exclusive wave number 5, and then it's figure number 8. So that's what that 5 and 8 means, I'm guessing. But anyway, let me get my tape measure out here. That's the only reason I needed that, was to prop him up. And then after this, we'll do the general flag review, and then we'll go into some Marvel Legends. Hope you guys are cool with all that. All right. Get him crack-a-lackin'. I need a sip of beer. It's really hot up here. I have a AC going, and it's still 81 degrees up here. I'm sweating right now. It's disgusting. All right, so I'm already seeing a whole bunch of things that I've seen before. If you're just tuning in, we are doing now, we've just did the NECA Apollo Creed action figure, which is, oh boy, which was this guy right here. I'm just doing this for people just tuning in. There we go, we just shot that review. And now we are on to the G.I. Joe FSS exclusive. Oh my god. You guys are going to love this. Oh my god. See, this is why I like doing live reviews. Wow. Well, that's the end of Sneak Peek. On to the next one. Oh boy. Let me know in the comments below if you can guess what just happened. Well, that is the end of this guy. Oh boy. So, I mean, all I did was try to bend his arm here, and it snapped off. And it was quite easily snapped off. So that's pretty much the end of Sneak Peek here. He is on the disabled list. He split Robin's arrow in twain. I know. Yeah, see, look at this. Cheap shit plastic. And it's not like I have rhinoceros fingers and I like just beat the shit out of my figures, you know. All I did was, I'll show you on camera. I went like this, simply. I grabbed it, and I always use two hands when bending. See, this one bent easily. This one had a little bit of pressure behind it. I swiveled the... Oh, I'm way off camera. I swiveled the elbow like this, and I used both hands, and I just used pressure, and poop, just like that. So, I am way off camera, and my shit is not focusing. There we go. Nope, still not focusing. There we go. So, yep. I always use two hands. I'm very careful with my figures, because So, there you go. Yep. Well, there goes that. At least I have General Flag to review now. That is suck. Wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't pay a large price for this. I think I actually got this for free. I might be able to glue this because I just bent the peg part where he's... Maybe I can glue that in somehow. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. That is pain in the rear end. But I guess I'll do a quick overview of the figure, even though he's broken. And I'll be honest with you, I own a lot of G.I. Joe figures, and this is probably the first one that broke on me. But as far as elbows and legs go. But there's the figure. Here's the back of him. That's unfortunate. It's actually a more colorful character that I enjoy. Here is his telescope, I should say. Looks pretty cool. Like they used a little bit of silver paint on the eyesight portions. And then we have his display stand, which will be retired now. Oh well. And then we have his little radio here, which has also come with... We've seen this multiple times with Low Light and a bunch of other figures. So there's that, and then he also comes with some just black plastic binoculars, which will also be retired. And then he also comes with looks like to be an M16. So that's pretty cool. And dun, 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 dun. Your life was short-lived, Sneak Peek. Maybe you were meant to be min on card, maybe not, but you will be remembered. It is 4th of July, and we will always remember Sneak Peek, and we will always remember him breaking. Will you remember me? Sha-na-na-na-na-na. I will remember you. Okay, enough of that. I need some, oh man, that is just suck. That is suck. But I might be able to glue it. If I can glue it, I'm going to try and glue it really quick. Here, I'll give you guys something to look at. So I'm not just sitting here with... Here. Oh! Here you go. Look at this. You'll appreciate this. Here, just stare at this for a while, and that'll make you happy. There you go. How's that? Oh, way off camera. There you go. That's my custom top side right there. Yeah. There you go. Stare at that. I'm going to try and glue him. If I can glue him and fix him... Oh, whoa, that was way too much glue. Holy sheep shit on a shingle. Alright, see if that'll work. Oh. Staring at the killer whale. Kill, 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 kill. Staring at the killer whale. Alright, well, oop. You will stay. You will not move. It is quite hot up here. So it's probably going to take a little bit more effort to do this. But staring at that killer whale, do. So today I was not planning on going outside because it's hot as balls. And I went for a run earlier. Holy cow, was that a horrible idea. I was sweating bullets everywhere. I mean, that's my mutant power. I sweat bullets. No, but seriously, lame jokes aside, I ended up watching Escape Plan 2, Hades, and it was actually not as bad as you think it sounds, you know? I actually enjoyed the first Escape Plan. Oh, and it's sticking. All right. So he's staying. I'm going to let him dry for a little bit. We'll do that. We'll do the hyperventilating blow. Okay. He's on the stretcher. Where is Lifeline? Here we go. Lifeline, get in here. We got Lifeline in here. He's going to put him on the stretcher. Lifeline, help me. I'm hurt. I need arm surgery. There we go. All right. Get in there, you dirtbag. All right. That's the best I could do right here. I got issues. All right, so there is a sneak peek, and Lifeline's gonna take care of him back over here. Lifeline, help me! Oh, I need a nap. Hopefully the arm doesn't fall off. All right, we'll get the killer whale the hell out of here. Oh, God. This is a pain in the ass to put down. Okay, there we go. All right. So, let's get them over here. Them in the back, and he's checking on him. Are you okay? You just had arm surgery. Okay. I know, he's playing with the fireworks too much. What did I tell you, Sneak Peek, about playing with fireworks? I can't help it. It's just the 4th of July, and I just wanted to play with them. Wow. All right. Enough of those silliness. Enough of that silliness. I'm sorry I couldn't do the sneak peek review. But once he's all dried up, maybe by the end of the video, I can show you him better. Okay, moving on. I promised another G.I. Joe review, and I will do so. I have to go get him, though. He's downstairs, so bear with me. Look at Sneak Peek. Pay attention, not where I go. Come yonder, Oreo. We're back. Okay, we are back. I promised I'd be back, and I'm here. Did you fall asleep? Sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go. G.I. Joe! Real American Durkee. Herky, durkey, durkey, durkey. Alright, there's this file card. And we got some of this. A couple of those. Some of these. And I even had the... Whoa! Oreo is causing a ruckus, bro. Alright, I even have the vintage figure to compare to. I have both versions of General Flag Jr. Junior? Dad, I hate it when you call me Junior. Okay. Here's the vintage figure. Oh boy, I gotta fix this. There we go. And whoop. Nope. Alright, we'll just move him up. There we go. That looks a lot more up close and personal. Alright, so there is that. Actually, before we get to that, because I'm doing everything ass backwards right now. Get your shit together. Alright, I'll compare both of the cards as best to my ability as I can. Here is the vintage card, and this is the black jacket version. And everything comes with his hat, his rifle, a little rubber band, a little stand, the figure itself, and a little missile launcher, which is pretty cool. And on the back of the vintage card, we have his little read-up on the vintage one. And you have all the figures that you could pick up. So that's pretty cool. And now compare it with this one, this version. The jacket is definitely different. It's the actual figure's jacket. The holster, he did not have a holster on the original. The pants look similar, but there's actually lines in the pants where it did not have lines right here. And I'm pretty sure the boots are almost the same. But the belt and everything, let me just bring it back in here so you can see what I'm talking about. The lines in the cargo pants, different, just little differentiations throughout. He does not have his eagle on his hat. It's just a brown plain hat on his head. Expressions are exactly the same, and this is what I'm talking about. This feels more like a exclusive card to me, with the almost pretty much same thing. It just looks like they photoshopped some different stuff on there, so that's pretty cool. And then here is the modern read-up, and it is a little bit different. So there you go. Okay, bringing him in. Let me switch. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And we'll bring in his counterpart, the original one, with his accessories. And I believe he did he come with this? I can't remember. Oh Lord, I can't remember. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, dippy doo. Did come with this little Halliburton briefcase. And he came with a sidearm. So this guy came with a little green missile launcher and a rifle. And this guy came with a MP5. And then he came with a little green Halliburton to make up for his green missile launcher that he didn't come with. So pretty cool. A little bit different. He's I guess more so based off of this version than this guy right here. Where's my finger? There we go. Boop. Everything looks pretty cool here. Let me get him out of the way so I can actually do the review here. Alright, so bringing this in, you can open this up. If I can get my, there we go. And as you can see, there is some top secret documentation right there. So that's pretty cool. And you can remove it. It just falls out and it's pegged right in. Then you have pegs on the inside of that, and then it just pops right back in. You can also probably store a gun in there, maybe like a handgun or something like that. So that's pretty cool. That just closes back up. You have his display stand right here. And then you have his head. You can take his hat off. So there it is with the hat off. I think this is actually a really nice throwback to the original and just a little bit more of a modern look. Sneak peek, how you doing back there, buddy? Oh, I'm all right. I'm just a little depressed. Okay, take a nap. Thanks. He's got 2 stars on this side, and he's got 2 stars on that side. And yes, I do amuse myself. I can't help it. The jacket looks pretty cool. It's pretty much the reused jacket from Firefly, Retaliation Firefly, as is the majority of this body. But I think it fits well with the character, and it works. The hat is actually reused from Red Star, and as you can see, there is a star still on the hat right there, where there is some gold right there. So that's really cool. Would have been nice if he got the general logo for his hat, but you know. The holster does fit in the Glock, which I want to say that this is a Glock. I said that in the other previous review. But it does stay in the holster and fit in the holster nice and snug, so that's good. And let's do the tip test. Not coming out of there. So that's really good. You won't have to worry about losing that. He does come with an MP5, which I think suits him a little bit better than whatever this is. But there you go. He has really good articulation. Let's get to that. Let me just get this gun out of his hand here. Take his hat off, just for the sake of that. Oh my god, if his elbow snapped too, ooh, might be the end of the review, guys. I'm just kidding. His head can swivel side to side. He can't do a full 360 rotation due to the jacket here. He can't really look up or down. It's just kind of a swivel. That's it. Arms go up, down, full 360 rotation. Single bend at the elbow, a swivel at the elbow. He does have swivel wrists, and he does have a hinge joint that goes up and down. So we got up, and then we got down, so we can point. That's good. He does have a swivel at the waist. It's kind of a crunch forward and back a little bit, and a little bit side to side. It is there. Just kind of got to loosen it up a little bit. He's got T-jointed hips, which go out. Good splits there. Both legs go forward. Double jointed knee. And he does have an ankle swivel. And he can point the toe nicely. And he can point his heel pretty decent. Sorry, I know it's really blurry. I'm moving the figure too fast. I'm also reaching over the camera to do this, so sorry about that. Sorry about that, mate. There we go. Put his hat back on. And we'll put his MP5 back in his hand. And he is raring and ready to go. Really good figure. I did not pay crazy prices for this, so I'm very fortunate when it comes to having to pay the absorbent amount. I usually pay around $25 to $30 through a hookup that I have. Let's see if I can lean him back so you guys can see his face with the hat on. The hat kind of hides his face a little bit, which I actually don't mind because, you know what? The original did too. So I don't mind it. And usually those military caps like that, those dress caps, they kind of hide your face anyway. It's kind of their point. Stuff on that table. Sorry for blowing in your ears. The missile launcher, actually, you know what? You could use this with the modern one, and it could fit. If you want to go that route. Obviously, this one does not have a rubber band on it. I do have plenty of rubber bands I could replace it with, but the vintage one, I mean, this is the one that I had since I was a child, so... Yes, it is General Flag Jr. Mr. Noah. It is the son of General Flag. And this General Flag actually likes to be, he's kind of like, I want to be in the front of the lines, I want to kill him. I don't know if that's his voice. He's not from the South, but, you know. Default voice, I guess. I want to be in the front of the lines with the rest of my troops. Yeah. I want to get in there all deep like. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, I digress. So there is General Flag Jr. with the vintage General Flag Jr. So 2 thumbs up here. Really good looking figure. I like it a lot. And we'll just push him back there. He's checking on poor old injured Sneak Peek back there. And we'll retire the vintage one. Oh, and if you guys wanted to see this, actually I forgot to do this comparison. We'll bring him in the middle. And then if you wanted to put him with your modern figures, he fits in, I think. I don't think he's too vintage. Where I think he looks modern enough to put him with, you know, even if you wanted to put him with some higher ranking officers, you could. So there you go. You got Keel Hall and you got General Hawk. And I think they could all work together. I think it all looks pretty good. So, nicely done. All right, so moving on. Man, I really want to do... See, now I'm all in G.I. Joe mode. I want to do a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff. But I do want to get to these Marvel Legends. How you doing over there? How are you doing? Oh, I'm all right, I guess. I think I'm all right. Let's check on this arm. Ugh. Yeah, well, he's stuck in that pose the rest of his life. But at least the arm is staying. There we go. Sneak Peek. You're going to have to hold everything with your left hand now. Poor Sneak Peek. Thanks for the help there, Lifeline. Everyone say goodbye to Lifeline. Bye. Happy 4th of July. Okay. I don't know why I keep doing that voice for everybody. It's just like a children's show, for Christ's sake. All right. As long as the other arm doesn't fall off, I can... Where's his stuff? Oh, God. Where did his stuff go? Where did it go? I want to know. Where did it go? Where did I put it? Ah, there it is, hiding in the wings, in the wings. All right, let's get Sneak Peek over here. Poor Sneak Peek. All he wants to do is gain information for the Joes and do his job. Everyone's getting in his way. Who's beeping outside? You will not beep at me, sir. Got idiots on my street beeping their horns. I think that's like a big pet peeve I have. I don't know about you guys. Let me know. But I hate it when someone gets picked up from a house and there's just someone just laying on the horn. It's like, why don't you you have a phone, don't you? Why don't you just call them on the phone? Why do you need to, or get out of the car and see if they're home? Why do you need to beep or lay on the horn? It's just, ungodly annoying. But anyway, it's, first world problems here. Oh boy, I am really asking for it here. When you see what I'm doing, you'll see that I'm asking for it. I'm asking for this arm to just fall right off by trying to get this pose for you guys. Come on. Do it. Yeah, just send a text. Exactly. He was holding it. Damn it. These little hands, these little, oh, you gotta grab my strong hand. Was it, these little hands. My little hand, this is my strong hand. Oh, you guys want some turkey? Here, let me carve it for you. I'll use my strong hand. But these hands are not so, no bueno for the holding of this. I'm going to try and get it for you. I'd say the one that broke is probably better, but now I have the left arm trying to... What's up, Heroes Workbench? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Extravaganza. Oh my god, I got him. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now he's holding it. So I'll just set him down. You gonna stay? You gonna be a good boy? Not gonna break any more limbs off? I am doing well. I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad people are tuning in to my review extravaganza here. Alright, so we got that. And I might just put these binoculars around his neck. And I don't know what we're going to do with this radio here. We'll have to figure something out. But pretty cool. Well, thanks. I'm glad to hear everything's good with you. I'm going to drink a beer. So, I fixed the arm. It snapped. If you're just tuning in, it snapped off. Beginning of the review. As soon as I took him out of packaging, I didn't do anything to him. It just fell off. So I super glued it. Now he's stuck into this pose. It's only this arm right here, but it's unfortunate. But worse things can happen in the world. No big deal. Whatever. But he can hold it. I'm happy with it. I'm pleased. So there's that. I like the I'm not going to go through articulation. Obviously, it's the same thing as General Flag Jr. over there, and the arm's broken, so I don't want to risk it falling off again. So, but this body's been used multiple times. It's been used with, oh boy, I'm trying to think. Oh, there's so many. I want to say a lot of the 50th anniversary figures used this body. Pursuit of Cobra used this. A lot of Pursuit of Cobra figures use this body. It's pretty much the what should we call it? I'm trying to think offhand. Oh my god, my brain is just farting right now. The boom, the boom, the boom. It's my brain. The boom. That's how my brain fart sounds. But anyway, we've seen the helmet. He's got a lot of reused parts, but the shock trooper. There we go. Blech. Couldn't think of it. Thank you, Woodman. But he looks really good. He can sort of hold it now. As long as he can hold it, I'm okay in some sort of fashion. All right, let's get this. Get it out of your strong hand there, guy. And you can always stand it up, too, next to him if you don't want to have him holding it. Thank you, buddy. All right, let's see if I can peg. Is there anywhere to peg this on? No. I'm not seeing it. So, this radio... You're definitely going to want to glue. Let me get him out of here because he's taking up all of the focus time here. You're definitely going to want to glue this antenna into the radio so you don't lose it. We've seen this with low light. Came with the 50th anniversary low light and the Pursuit of Cobra low light. He doesn't really have anywhere to put this either. So if you have him holding his gun or his telescope here, it's gonna just kind of sit around. But I mean, it is nice that they thought of that. It fits within the character to have that. Now the binoculars, I'm just going to simply do this because I think it's very fitting. Oh wait, are they upside down? No, okay. It looks kind of wonky like this. Like the strap looks super stiff. But there's nothing really you can do about that. It's going to be a plastic strap. It goes in his back, but I'm not seeing anywhere to peg. There's nowhere to peg it into his back. unless you take his vest off, and I'm not going to do all that. So I wish it went into his back because I'd plug it right in. I know there's a peg for it, but originally this design was meant for low lights backpack, where you could plug it right into the side of the backpack and it would sit there. But yeah, no, you can't plug it in. No dice on that. And then he comes with his, I believe this isn't, I want to say an M16. So let's try to get that in his hand. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here he goes again. Here I go again on my own. Bow, bow. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was flown. Blah, blah, blah. Bam, bam, bam. But I've made up Sneak Peek's mind. He's gonna hold this gun to the end of time. Here he goes again. Alright, he can kind of hold it. Eesh. I gotta have him hold it with the left hand, because that right arm is a broken. But he can hold it. I don't know. There's no holes for me to put that radio in. He just kind of has it. I'm going to glue this now. The stupid antenna's falling off already. It's only a matter of time before it's gone. When in doubt, glue the shit. Right? Glue it. Glue it. There we go. And you are super glued, sir. And you will never come out. There you go. So there is Sneak Peek. He is fixed. It's unfortunate what happened, but like I said, worse things can happen in the world. Like bad things. And we're here to celebrate 4th of July, not bitch and moan. So, there we go. Celebrating, celebrate, dance to the music. His right out of package, his right arm snapped off when I tried to bend the elbow upward. So what I did was I just kind of bent the hinge joint after it snapped off into the proper place, so at least I could have his elbow bent. I'd rather have his elbow be bent permanently than straight. So I guess this is the best I'm going to get, and I have zero plan on getting another one because this was actually gifted to me. So, and I don't want to pay $45, $50 for another one because that's just ridiculousness. But okay, there's Sneak Peek. He's all fixed up. Lifeline, thank you for the help. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Lifeline today. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all day. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, good job, Lifeline. You are clutch, sir. You are clutch. You're selling your Star Wars collection? Well, why would you want to do that? Why would you? Why do you want to sell it? What collection? The Black Series 6-inch or your 3 3/4 inch figures? All right, so we'll just put that over there, and we'll put that in there so nothing gets lost here. Okay, now I do want to do a quick, like, overview of a vehicle, because I am definitely in G.I. Joe mode right now, and I don't want to let go. What? Camera, stop it. There we go. I'm using my iPad, by the way, so if you're wondering why, that is why. And I don't want to do something that's like, oh, I've seen this vehicle's reviewed 10 billion times already. So, and I want to do something vintage. What do I want to do? And I don't want to, hopefully I don't do something that's been done before. That I've done before, excuse me. Can't talk. Can't talk. Don't ask me. Can't talk. Don't ask me. If the top one. You know what? All right, I'll make everyone's day. Why not? Let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Do it to it. Oh God. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? This is gonna make you really happy. Oh, and it's Cobra month too. Oh, do I want to do this right now? Oreo, you're the deciding factor. Guys, thumbs up if you want to see a Cobra vehicle. Thumbs down if you want to see a G.I. Joe vehicle. Because it's Cobra month, so we got to do thumbs up for Cobra. Come on. The faster I see those thumbs up, thumbs down, the faster the vehicle comes in. Okay, we got one thumb up. Oh, sweet beer. Thumbs up or thumbs up for Cobra, thumbs down for G.I. Joe vehicle. Pick your poison. Oh, we got 3 thumbs up. Come on now. Get involved. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Because I do have a cool G.I. Joe vehicle to show you. And I also have a really cool Cobra vehicle to show you. That's 4 now. G.I. Joe is losing miserably. I think that was another thumbs up. So there's 5. I need one more. There's 10 people watching right now. One more is the deciding factor. Boy, I need to dust. Good Lord. Cobra! La, 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 la. All right, here it is. It is the bug. The beautiful bug. There she is. God knows how much I love this vehicle. Sorry for the glare. It's going to happen because of the old school aesthetics of these clear plastic pieces. A thumbs up and a thumbs down. You want both? Oh, come on now. We can't be greedy here. But anyway, here's the Cobra bug. I'm not going to do a full review because I plan on doing like a extensive review down the line. I just kind of want to showcase it and show it off a little bit. But this does go up. I purchased this, I want to say, I just got this, about a year and a half ago. So I guess kind of recent within the realm of collecting. But it's in really good shape. I didn't pay I don't even think I paid $100 for this. I think I paid around $70 for this Cobra bug. Really happy with the condition in it. It didn't come with anything, it just came with the vehicle itself. But it's really cool. It came 100% complete. No issues there. No broken wheels or anything. The only issue that I think I have with it the most is that this gun does not want to stay. It's extremely loose, and it kind of drags. So when I roll it across the ground, both of these just kind of flop around, and I'm afraid that these tips are going to snap off. So maybe down the line that could be something that I maybe tighten up or fix. I'd like them to at least sit like this if I were to eventually glue them, but I don't know if I want to glue them either. So anyway, but, oops, there we go. And oh boy, hinge joints. Oh boy, old plastic. Oh boy, old plastic hinge joints. Oh boy, I don't trust that. Well, I can show you inside from here. There we go. Oh boy, old plastic hinges. But there is the inside, right there. I'm kind of looking in a strange way here. You can fit 2 people in there. And don't worry, we're going to do my favorite segment, which is, does a modern figure fit in a vintage Joe, whatchamacallit, vehicle. There's the back piece that opens up. You can fit a figure right in there, and there's also kind of another spot right here, so if you wanted to keep this open, you could have some figures in the back kind of And there's actually two vintage peg stands right here. I'm going to pick up the camera for a second just to show you. There you go. You also have that in the back. And then, so you're not going to be able to use that with modern figures, obviously, because the peg holes and the pegs are at a different size. But you can still try and make it work. Use your imagination. And then over here, we have another side to these little jet things right there. The little jet things. Little jet skis, whatever you want to call them. Pretty much what they are. They're pretty much like jet skis. And they swing open. So you can have a guy on top of the jet ski. Like, I'm holding this very odd, I'm sorry. You can have a guy on top of the jet ski holding onto these handles. Then you can also have a vintage Joe on the back. So that's pretty cool. So really good design. It's just a shame that we don't see these designs in modern day anymore, you know? So no imagination anymore. It's all, well, let's just live off of nostalgia and, well, you know? While we do have better plastics nowadays, still is not a whole lot of, oh, I'm missing two. Well, I'm missing a missile on the side. Must have fell off over there. Yep, it's over there. Anyway, there's a missing missile right here. And then we have these little kind of underwater, I want to say, oh boy, what would be the word for this? Actually, there's another missile that's got to go right there too. What are those vessels called? It's called like an underwater vessel that like Navy SEALs use. And you kind of put a figure right here. And then he lays down that way with his flippers. And then it kind of goes on up. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. This is a really cool vehicle. I would definitely... Oh, there we go. I got the hinge off, so now you can see inside of it. Whoop. See that there is some sculpting in there. Let's try and get a modern Joe in there. Let me grab a Cobra. Cobra. Oh, this is a good one to use. And you know what? We'll use this guy too. We will use this guy too. We'll use both of these guys. We'll use a movie figure, and then we'll use a 25th anniversary figure, which will work better. I don't know. Actually, I better keep him with his gear off, because that is just gonna cause more problems. So we'll just use a Cobra Eel for now. This will be our test dummy here. Hello, my name is Eel. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I like long walks on the beach and pina coladas. How about you? Okay, anyway. Something wrong with me. Alright, here we go. Let's sit him in there. Seat him in there, because this is always a question I always have before purchasing something. Does a modern Joe fit in it? And let's see if we can get his... Oh, you're missing it. You're missing it. Next video I would like to do... Oh, I shouldn't tell you. That's like ruins it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. But he does fit. Let me see if I can get this back on. Come on. Don't be a pain in my derriere here. There we go. And he fits. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. All right, let's see if the the Cobra Eel from, I believe this is Rise of Cobra? Pretty sure it's Rise of Cobra. Let's get his flippies off. His flippy dippies. And it will do this. Boy, he's got really shitty range of motion in his elbow. Holy cow. There we go. That's better. Gotta turn around there, dummy. All right, let's see if I can get him in the back seat. Bear with me here if my fat hands are in the way here. Oof. Yay! He fits. I mean, he's a little huddled up on him, but... see if I can get that before it falls down a crevice and I never find it again. Get out of the holster. Okay, just stay in there. Whatever. Alright, but he does fit in there, kind of. If you fix the legs, he'll fit in there better than that. Obviously. Come on, focus today. It's like I'm talking to a small child in class. Focus today, please. No, I'm not a teacher. But so there we go. 2 modern figures fitting in there. Now let's get this guy out first. Whee! We'll get him off of his. Get him off of his. He's even seatbelt. Using his seatbelt. What a smart gentleman. Safety first, right? Even when you're even when you're working for Cobra, safety first. All right. This might be not happening. Might. And I say might because, oh, God. Oh, wait. Oh, dip. Oh, dip. Oh, dip. Oh, dip. He fits. I know. He can't fart. You definitely want to fart in the bug. Because that is, ooh. I don't know if you want to do that. But he will fit. So, modern figures will fit. Let's see if I can fit 2 of those guys in there. It is cramped, though. You definitely don't want to queef a biscuit in this. No dice, as Charles Bronson would say. No dice. This ain't over. All right, it is tighter. There you go. They fit. They're cuddling. It's okay. They're cuddling a little bit in there. They're holding hands. They're trying to hold hands. They're brothers, okay? They're just, Mom, I had a stroke the other day, and I'm upset. And I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. You just got to ignore me sometimes when the stupidity comes out. Just say, okay, he's just being stupid. Just ignore it. Everything will be okay. All right. He will definitely fit on here with his gear on. And you can plug those hands in. Get those hands in there. A little derriere. There we go. And he fits perfect. And you can probably put his the rest of his gear on, like I said, and he'll be all set. Definitely not going to fit in there. I'm not even going to bother with that. I mean, maybe you could store him if he's sitting down. Yeah, there we go. So he doesn't get... oh, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. But you got to take the jet ski out. And you're definitely not going to be able to peg a modern figure onto this. You're going to have to use a vintage figure, which actually you could probably get away with. If you have like a couple vintage eels, you could put them on the bottom of this and then just have your modern guy up top. And let's see if we can get this going. Hold on. 1 second. Because and there are fireworks going off like crazy on my street right now. Boom, boom, boom. Just gets me thinking of the intro to G.I. Joe. I don't know what that sound was, but me trying to make a jet ski sound. But there you go. And you can put your vintage one on the bottom and you could just be floating along. And drop off your troop without anyone knowing there's anyone attached to the bottom. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. So we'll just put that back in there. Okay. So modern figures fit in there. Both of them. 2 in there. two or one on each side of here. If you want to fit two in there, you could probably cram two in there if you wanted to. They fit on both sides of these. And now let's check out the back. The deciding factor. This is why the Cobra Eels are, I want to say, between the Cobra Eels and the Cobra Paratroopers, which are kind of the same thing. I mean, a paratrooper is an eel, technically. Pretty much my favorite trooper. And he fits. Look at the beautiness of that. It's bootyful. He fits everywhere. Woohoo! It's time to sip the beer. There we go. All right, beer number 2. So, like I said, you could have this kind of hiked up, and then you could have this guy kind of controlling the back portion of it, while you have another Cobra Eel kind of hanging out. If they're on, let's say they're on the beach, just pop that open, put 2 Cobra Eels right here. It's 90 something there too. Yeah, man, it's like, it was like 95 today. Thank God I have central air. Oh my, if I didn't have central air, whoo, child. Let me tell you, shit. All right, so that's awesome. Everybody fits. So if you are looking to get a Cobra Bug, and maybe you're on the fence, you're like, oh man, it's not only the price, but I don't know if my modern Joes will fit in it, you know, and you know, I don't have many vintage Joes, and I want to only use modern Joes. This is definitely a 2 thumbs up. Let me get my other thumb in here. Oh, there he is. Hey, that's definitely a 2 thumbs up for modern Joe fitment in a vintage vehicle. So there's the Cobra Bug. Like I said, I didn't want to do a total review of it because I want to make this one special. This is a very special vehicle to me. I had one when I was a child, and I just finally got it. Oh God, I just finally got it about a couple years ago, so I'm really happy about that. So there's the Cobra Bug. I hope you guys enjoyed that portion of the review / showcase. Everything pretty much works with modern or vintage figures. And, you know, it's a little bit jam-packed in certain areas when you're trying to do fitment for a modern Joe. But, you know, use your imagination. I re-got it. Yeah, re-got it. Oh, also, I forgot to... I don't know how many people know this. Probably a lot of Joe. But you can detach this, and it's like its own little kind of scout pod, which is pretty cool. That side over here does not come out. Dr. D.D. watches. Oh, okay. So there you go. With that, let's see if I can get that back in. There we go. Perfect. So there's the Cobra Bug. I hope you guys enjoyed that portion of the video. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to move on to Marvel Legends. And I have a couple. Now, I am working on quite a... Oh, God, I'm well over an hour. Holy Toledo. All right, so I'll just do a couple. I'm not going to do all the ones I was going to do. Let's get the bug out of there. Put the bug back. There we go. It is tight fitment over here, sir. Okay. Here come the Marvel Legends. And some of these, like I said, they're not necessarily new. They're just figures I haven't gotten around to reviewing. So I figure, why the hell not? Let's do it while I have a chance. Okay, first two are part of a set, and they are recent. Or maybe I should do those last. Alright, we'll do those last. We'll do these two dingleberries. Come here, you little dingleberry. Alright. I did show this off at a one of my Marvel Legends showcases, but there's Dread Knight, and I got these both kind of dirt cheap. It was buy one get one half off. So there is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Dread Knight and San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Enchantress. She also had a single carded release, which is a little bit different in paint deco and overall looks and aesthetics. Pretty much the same. I think the regular release version had a, I want to say, different paint apps, obviously, but I want to say she had a midriff showing. Don't quote me on that 100%, but anyway. Dread Knight is pretty much, I mean, if you have the current Black Knight that just came out in the Avengers wave, with the Call Obsidian wave, this is pretty much the same exact body. Just it comes with different accessories. I think he comes with a different sword, and he also does not come with this lance right here. So, and obviously a different head. But I'm pretty sure that the cape and the rest of the body is exactly the same, just different paint applications. So there's that. Bringing him in here, we'll do Dread Knight first. He looks pretty cool. I really like this lance. And for you Mythic Legions collectors out there, let me get her out of here. For you Mythic Legions collectors out there, this lance actually will work with your Mythic Legions. So if you do get Dread Knights and you want, one of your knights with a lance, this is the route to go if you want to use that. The sword is pretty much the same sword that Baron Zemo came with. So nothing new there. It's also the same tunic and belt combo that came with Baron Zemo as well. The cape just kind of plugs into the back of him. So I'm going to remove that. You can. And there's the back without the cape on. Getting the lance out of his hand. I do want to note this, is that this hand does not hold the lance very well. Just an FYI. You pretty much want to use this trigger finger hand. It just tends to hold the lance a little bit nicer. Let's see actually if he can hold the sword better in this hand. And he actually does. So you use the sword for this hand, for his left hand, and then the right hand, his trigger finger hand, you could use the lance. So there you go. No issues there. The head sculpt looks pretty good. I don't have any complaints with that. Let me get this sword out of the way. Pretty cool. The paint apps, I really like what they reused the armor from Green Goblin and Hobgoblin for this body. I think it works really well. It also works well with Black Knight. I really like the a lot of the reuses here. If the reuses work, like that's like what a lot of G.I. Joe goes through. If the reuses work for the character, I don't have an issue with that. I really don't. And we see that, with a ton of figures with Marvel Legends, we see that, bodies being reused all the time. As long as it works, I have zero problem with it. It's when it doesn't work, then I have kind of an issue. So, as far as his articulation does go, Dread Knight's head can swivel. I snapped his neck, and now he's dead. And now his head goes up, down. He can't really... he can tilt a little bit. Little jive turkey. A little jive turkey there. Then the arms go... Oh boy, I'm not going to attempt that arm. The arms go up only that far. That's the issue that I had with this. His arms do not go up past this. It's a real damn shame. So that's it. And that's due to the sculpt getting in the way. And the hinge joint not going far enough. And Hasbro, while I get they wanted to do that, you actually have more range of motion in this elbow than you do, or this shoulder than you do this one. For some reason, if you see where the hinges are, where this one's a little bit more shallow on this side than this side, which is a shame. But then we have a swivel at the elbow. Single bend, or actually it's more of like a single bend. It gets a little bit past 90 degrees on the elbow joint. It's not the best, but swivel at the wrist, and then he does have a hinge joint that goes back and forth, while this one goes up and down. Ab crunch goes forward, back, full 360 rotation. He does do the splits about that far. That's kind of mediocre. For some reason, the right side seems to have better hinges, deeper hinge joints than the left side. I'm not sure why on that. That's quite odd. We can swivel the thigh, double jointed knee. Does have a boot swivel. Ankle hinge, which can point the heel, points the toe nice, and ankle pivot, and all that jazz. Let's get him all suited back up here. And we'll just have him with his sword, why not? We'll have him double fisting. Here. But how's everyone's 4th of July? Did you guys enjoy your day? How hot was it in your area? If you're just tuning in to this ODCs exclusive review extravaganza. All right, up next, which sip of beer. Yep. Yum. Here is, I better get him out of the way because it's going to focus on him the whole time. Here's Enchantress. This is a figure that I did need, and I was just going to get, because I think you could pretty much pick her up on Amazon for around $11, $10. Sometimes I've seen her go for like $8. 92 in Denver. Yeah, that's pretty hot. I'm actually going to visit. I'm going to visit Denver, Colorado in August, first week of August. So, yeah. So here's Enchantress. She is kind of a little bit, I don't know, looking up. She looks like a little like she's about to pass out or something. It's so hot. I'm just gonna, gives off that look a little bit. I'm going to faint. I can't take the news. I'm just found out I'm pregnant, and I'm too young for that. One of those. But anyway, I really do like the paint apps are pretty good on her. Most San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hasbro figures, they go above and beyond with the paint applications, but the way that they're done are kind of shoddy here and there. I'm not gonna lie. But she looks pretty crisp and clean. I don't really have any issues with her. Look at that booty though. Ooh, good lord. Good lord, it's like half a watermelon. Woo! Anyway. This is actually the body that I was hoping that they would have gave us Psylocke on. And I'm not sure if this is the body, because she's got the booty. She's got the big booty. She's the Big Booty Judy. Should change her name from Enchantress to Big Booty Judy. But, yeah, or this or Jean Grey. Obviously without the heels. I feel like Jean Grey should also fit on this. But, yeah, this is a really nice looking figure. I really like the paint apps as far as her articulation does go. She's a little bit hindered due to the hair sculpt, but that's, that's pretty normal. So swivel at the head about that far. She can look up a little bit, just pretty much eye level, and she can look down just a little bit. She can tilt more so to the left side than the right side due to the sculpt of the hair. The arms go up, really good range of motion in the arms, down, full 360 rotation. Single bend at the elbow, but you get really good range of motion past 90 degrees, which is what we need. And then she does also have a swivel in the elbow. Happy 4th. Happy 4th to all of you. And if you're out of the country, happy Wednesday. Or if it's not Wednesday, happy Thursday to you. There you go. I hit all bases there. And then we have a hinge joint here. Well, not a hinge joint. We have a ball peg joint there, and you can crunch back and forth. And you can also swivel. So really good there. I wish Hasbro would make a 6-inch. I can't see it. It went away. I'm assuming it was you wish Hasbro made a 6-inch G.I. Joe line. I'm kind of on the fence with that, but I'll get to that in a second. Let me just focus here. She can do the splits about that far. Legs go forward. Nice. Ooh, oh my lord, the legs. 95 the past 3 days here in New York. Happy 4th, excited. Yeah. Double jointed knees. It was 95 in Buffalo, so we're not that far away from each other. About 8 hours, 6.5 if you drive like a nutbag. Ankle pivot, which is kind of not really an ankle pivot with the heels, but you can point the toe, point the heel, okay, and that's pretty much it. But she doesn't really have that much of an issue. I've never really had an issue with standing her. That's the cool part. Let's see if I can kind of pose her here. She's a pretty good looking gal. I gotta give you that, Hasbro. Got a pretty good looking female figure here. She's about to faint. She's kind of it's a little warm. Oh. But she's pretty good looking. Great body type. My favorite body type, I think. This is also, I believe, shares the Scarlet Witch body, which is another one of my favorite body types, besides the Black Cat body mold, which is also used with Marvel Legends Rogue, and a plethora of other figures. But this one right here, the Scarlet Witch body, I feel like women like Psylocke, women like Jean Grey should be on this body. Not... No. The jury's still out on Psylocke. I don't actually have her in hand, so until I have her in hand, then I'll make my assessment. But, okay, there are those two. So, definitely, I would say, I really like Enchantress. I think they did a good job with her, especially the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive one. But I think either version you get, you'll be happy with. All right, next up, I had zero plans on getting this guy because he's kind of basic and just kind of a reuse of parts, and I don't really care too much about the cloned symbiotes. But I did need the pieces, or the rest of the pieces for Lizard. So I'm almost done. I'm almost finished with Lizard. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let me get this out of the way here so we can. There we go. That's much better. Okay. But I have the rest of the pieces of Lizard. So maybe when I get all those pieces together, I'll finish that and I'll do a full review, a live review again, because I'm really digging these live reviews of Lizard when I get those bat pieces in the mail. But anywho, here is Lasher, and he's a clone symbiote. And that was during that whole Venom run, I believe, where there's like a whole gang of symbiotes. But he's pretty much like a mercenary, I believe. Anyway, I don't know too much about him, so if I'm misquoting, then I'm misquoting, and I apologize. But and you can beat me up in the comments for it. But I mean, there's not a whole lot to him. We've seen these tendrils used before with, who was that? It's like a Venom. I can't remember which Venom that was. A Venom, whatever, of the 10,000 symbiotes that we see all the time. But the rest of the body is pretty much like a Spider-Man body. He does have twinkle toes, which means he uses the same ones as Jackal, I believe. Same feet as Jackal. Pretty much just looks like a Spider-Man with tendrils in a symbiote body. So, pretty cool. I mean, you can't interchange the tendrils, which kind of sucks. So you kind of stuck with him like this, if that's the way you want him. Yeah. So here's Lasher. I'm not going to go through articulation with him. I feel like it's kind of redundant. We've seen the Spider-Man body numerous times, so I feel like do I really need to go through it? No, it wasn't Agent Venom. I have Agent Venom, and he was actually on the old Steve Rogers body, and that was a Walgreens exclusive. It was a different Venom. He's like he's on the skinny body. He's actually uses this almost entire body. He's got a different head, though. He's got kind of like a teeth, but he's on the skinny body, and I don't know if he has the feet or not. I can't remember. He's somewhere around here. I don't know. But anyway, he looks cool. I like the green. Green's my favorite color, so I was like attracted to it. I was like, ooh, green, ooh. And I did see him in store, so I was like, oh, well, he's on sale. He's on sale for $15, and he came with the bath piece that I needed. And usually this guy goes from, I don't know, for a long time. Oh, the tendrils? No, these actually, the ones that came with Agent Venom, tendrils had little kind of three-pronged fingers, so he could hold on to all of his guns. These are kind of like have blades on the end, so they don't have anything to hold on to. So there's that. But picked him up for $15. He had the bat piece that I needed, and Superior Venom. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I read that whole run with the clone symbiotes. It wasn't necessarily poorly written. I just, it just wasn't my cup of tea at the end of it. After I finished reading it, I don't know. But it is cool that, for the people that do enjoy that, they're getting it. So I don't know necessarily if it's Superior Venom. Yeah, no big deal. I mean, we forget stuff. I forget stuff all the time, so nobody's perfect. But yeah, for whoever, the people that did enjoy it, it's nice that they're getting these. And hopefully they get Shriek down the line. That would be really cool. I actually wouldn't mind owning her. And for the most part, I do have the majority of the symbiotes, so I guess I should just shut my mouth. you damn hypocrite. I don't really care for it, but I own them anyway. Dumbass. So there is Lasher. Like I said, I don't need to go through articulation. You guys know it from this point. He's definitely a really nicely painted figure. Lethal Protector, Eddie Brock, Non-Flash Thompson. He's Agent Venom, yep. Holland Bricks, what's up, buddy? If you're just tuning in, I did a whole bunch of reviews. I even did a G.I. Joe vehicle review. Oh, that's right. She is in the next one. Oh, she has really long hair. I just, there's so many Marvel Legends coming out. It's like I'm getting bombarded from every angle. Like, I just finally got a hold of him. Of this nerd right here. I just got a hold of him the other day and did a video about him. But, yeah, there's so many Marvel Legends. We're getting, like, what is it, two waves this month, then like two or three waves next month. It's insanity. I'm still trying to build Lizard, yeah, you Holland Bricks, you can always go back and check it out, but I did a whole bunch of reviews. So there's Lasher. Let's get him out of there. All right. Up next, and the last two I'm going to do for the night, because I'm going on 99 minutes now. Holy sheep shit on a shingle. The last two I will do are a Toys R Us exclusive box set. And I have another Toys R Us box set that I will review for the next one. And it is the Ant-Man and Stinger 2-pack. Yeah. Like I said, I just never got around to doing this review, and I wanted to do it, and I know I promised it to you guys, so I wanted to give it to you. Don't worry, I'll be doing a full review. She is on the team body. I want to say he is on, what body is this? I can't remember. I remember watching a review of it today too, and I was like, oh, he's on that body, because I forgot what it was. Anyway, let me know in the comments, and I'll just move along here. But I really like this Ant-Man. This is Scott Lang's Ant-Man, more modern look. I think it's so well done. Both of these figures are super just well done. I would say more so he's probably the selling point of the 2-pack. If you really wanted Stinger, her head sculpt is gorgeous. I love this helmet. I love his helmet. And let me just kind of pose him so you can see his sculpted antennae sticking out, and her sculpted antennae. Really well done there. Oh, you didn't find it? Oh, that's a damn shame. I don't think this 2-pack commands too much money on the open market. I think it's still going for around, I mean, if you pay around, oh god, I got this gross, ugh, what was that? I hope you guys didn't see that. Anyway, moving on. I would say that, you know, if you really wanted this 2-pack, this is a really well done Scott Lang, and I'd say if you pay around $45-50 for it, I mean, you're just paying just over $20 for both figures each. I don't think that's too bad. You're not getting beat up too bad with that. So let's start with Stinger here, and then we'll move on to Mr. Scott Lang. Who here, show of thumbs up, who here is excited for Ant-Man and Wasp, which I hear has been released in Spain already, and some parts of Europe. I am really excited for that. I'm excited for the movie figures, too, once I get my hands on those. I still have to get I have none of the Call Obsidian wave, which sucks, which there's... Let's add it on. That's going to be 6 waves within the next, 3 or 4 months that I, you know, want to get. So as far as her articulation goes, her head can move. Whoa, look at that range of motion. That is fantastic with a helmet sculpt. That is great. Look at that. Beautiful. And then the head looks down nicely. And then we have a tilt. Really good range of motion in this head. Look at that. And let's see if we got jive turkeys. Oh, we got some jive turkeys. Okay, there we go. Enough of that shit. Arms go up, down, full 360 rotation. A single bend at the elbow and a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. And then we have a hinge joint, which goes back and forth. Same thing on this side, it's just a fist. And then we have articulated wings on the back, which are pretty much the same ones that came with Wasp. But she just doesn't come with an extra set of wings. She just comes with one pair right here. So you can swivel these wings. They also have a hinge joint where you can flap them like so. So there's that. And you can also depeg them. If you want to take these out, you can. They also have an ab crunch, which goes forward and back a little bit. It leaves you a little bit wanting as far as the ab crunch goes, and even the tilt, because she's on this teen body, but it fits her well. Swivel works beautifully. She can do the splits nicely. There we go. Legs go forward. Don't really go back due to the escaping of that glorious rear end. Ooh. The thigh swivel right there, and she also has a little bit of movement within the hip joint, which is actually a nice little added bonus for range of motion. Double jointed knees. She also has a calf swivel, ankle point of the toe, points to heel nicely, and we have ankle pivot. Like I said, if you guys are having issues with streaming or whatever, you can always go back and watch the video later, and it'll be much more crisp and clear for you. So she is really got good range of motion, great articulation. She has zero problem standing, and she is a little sassy. Look at you, you little sassafras. You little sassafras lady. The weight of the wings do throw the figure off a little bit as far as balance, but once you get that sweet spot and you hold it, she looks great. So, 2 thumbs up for Stinger. Let's get the other thumb in there. Oh, I'm so sorry, Stinger. All right, sip of beer. And we're going to wrap it up with Mr. Scott Lang here. All right. Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Too Hottie. You want to do the worm? You want to do the worm? Who wants to see the worm? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Scott Lang looks really good. You could definitely tell that he got the majority of the budget for this 2-pack via the beautiful head sculpt, which both figures have, but we also have a ton of sculpting on his chest piece right here, which is really well done, going throughout the whole figure as I attempt to turn him around here. So really nice sculpting there. Excuse me. And then the arms are pretty much just painted, but I want to say this, that the arms are pretty consistent with all the paint applications going throughout. And I've noticed this in the past with a lot of the Toys R Us exclusive, whether it's the X-Men box set or whether it's any sort of exclusive box set type, whether it's a 2-pack, 3-pack. I've noticed like a lot of bad paint applications, a lot of bad quality control, but I want to say it stops with this 2-pack. This 2-pack really does step it up as far as consistency, as far as quality. I haven't really had any issues with anything with this figure. And he does have these butterfly joints right here, which is really nice. Neither of them are frozen, which I've always had issues with butterfly joints just freezing up. So he's got really good articulation, great range of motion. We're going to go through the rest of articulation in a second, but I want you guys to kind of take a look at the rest of the sculpted elements on the figure as far as the rest of his belt here. Looks really good. Really liking that. And they also has sculpted knee pads, which is a nice little added bonus. It's like they really wanted to go all out for this figure. And it's much appreciated on the collector standpoint. Like I said, the lines are pretty consistent with him. Now, they're not going to be absolutely perfect. I mean, if you line up the red here, he is doing this weird pigeon toe thing. But, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world if they don't, oh my God, they don't line up and, oh, my brain just melted and the figure's ruined. It's dog shit. No, it's not dog shit. So, some people, I don't know, they flip out about the littlest thing, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't even really pay attention that much to it. I love the way this looks. I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. The head sculpt is a little bit marbleized as far as the plastic does go, but we've seen that numerous times with other figures. So, like I said, it's a nitpick, not a big deal. It doesn't break the figure. It doesn't hurt the figure in a major way. As far as Scotty's articulation goes, his head can swivel, full 360 rotation. He can go up, down. He can pivot. No, he can't really pivot. He does do this like weird bobblehead jiggle thing though. Sometimes, see that? He's got a little case of the wiggles. Anyway, let's see. We go. Oh, damn! We got some jive. Okay, jive turkeys up in here. Arms go up, down, full 360 rotation. Great butterfly joint, and a little bit loose on this side, not too bad, but very nice on this side. He does have a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, so pretty good there. And then we have a swivel at the wrist, hinge joint right there, And then we have an ab crunch, which goes back, nice clicking noise, and forward. And let's see if the lines continue. They do. And they do. So, nice. He does have a nice little ratchet waist swivel that can do a full 360 rotation. The splits are, okay. Not the best, but whatever. Legs go forward. They go back about that far due to the sculpting of the rear end. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, points the heel, points the toe, ankle pivot. Really nice ankle pivot. Is someone tapping on my floor? I'm hearing tapping. A tap, a tap, a tappy. Tap it, a tap. But let's see if I can get him in a dynamic pose. Scott Lang in a dynamic pose. Coming this summer to a theater near you. Dynamic posing. Alright, come on. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a dipshit pose if I've ever seen one. Alright, let's get Stinger in here. Should have a flight stand around here. Where'd all my flight stands go, Oreo? He's like, what? Dad, it's really hot up here. Oh, now it's only 79 degrees up here with a friggin' brand new AC pumping. A pump-a-dumping. Pumpity-dumpity-doom. Let's get her into a sassy pose. Ooh, this is ooh, just so sassy. Look at this pose. Fast or frass. Oh, whoa. Come on, girl. Get your shit together. Fix your head. There we go. Those two are looking great. Definitely a good two-pack. 2 thumbs up. There's my other thumb. Bloop, 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 bloop. And, yeah. Wow. 112 minutes and counting. Well, I think that's I'm going to call it quits here. I did a whole bunch of content for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up this 2-pack. I pretty much would recommend picking up anybody that I showed here today, or anything I showed today, seeing as I showed a vehicle. Let's just we'll bring in Apollo. We'll bring the whole clan in. Why not? We'll bring everybody in, the whole group. Apollo is just so happy today. Isn't that funny that, like, the happiest figure that Apollo's had was his demise? That is just a shame. Poor Apollo. Alright, we'll bring in Broken McGee over here. Aww, poor Broken McGee. Alright, let's bring those two in. Don't knock anybody over, please. For the love of God. And then we'll bring in Sexy Pants over here. Woo! Looking good, girl. You gonna stand? You gonna be good? You gonna be nice? You gonna be good to me? No, you're gonna be a pain in my ass. That's what you're gonna do. There you go. Now I fixed you. There you go. And then, oh, you son of a bitch! Come on, girl. Use those squats. I know you do a lot of squats with them sexy ass legs and that big old booty. Can you stand? Or you been doing too many squats today? There you go. All right, we'll bring in Dreadnought. Okay. Did I forget anybody else? Oh yeah. There we go. We'll try and squeeze him in there. Hello. Oh, that's gonna be a mistake. That's a mistake waiting to happen. Here we go. Lasherino. There we go. All right, everybody's in there. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I did anybody else, did I? I'm not bringing the bug over here. No, I'm not doing all that. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you, happy 4th of July to you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We even did a figure fix up with this little turkey right here. And yeah, a lot of fun. Like I said, give me a thumbs up, please. That helps me tremendously. Subscribe, that helps me even more. And as soon as you subscribe, spend 1 more second, hit that notification bell. This way, when I upload, you get notifications right away, and you can come watch me. And like I said, I might be doing more of these live videos. I feel like I have more fun doing the live ones as opposed to spending 3 or 4 hours editing reviews. While the reviews are probably better in quality, I have more fun doing this, and it's nice to actually talk to you guys live. So sorry if I missed any of your comments. I apologize. I was busy and I have ADD like a mofo. So but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I definitely plan on doing another one as soon as I get more some of my new figures in. But I have so many older figures that I haven't, and there's also a segment that I want to do, not just my Cobra month stuff, but I also want to do a segment of figures that I forgot I even owned. That's what it's going to be called. Figures I forgot I even owned. And we're going to go into my attic, and I'm going to bust out all of these like mint on card figures that I don't even remember that I had, because I don't remember that I had all this stuff. So that's something fun and different to do. And yeah, like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to give me a thumbs up, that's greatly appreciated. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the content, but please let me know in the comments how I can better my content. So either way, I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a happy 4th. Be safe, and see you guys on the flip side.